Hey guys, how's it going? It's me, Yoko from Japan. Welcome back to my channel. I am randomly live now from Fukuoka Prefecture, Japan. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are awake today. Just let me post on X first. Uh, let's see if any of you come because, you know, I woke up early today, which is surprising. I'll talk about it if people come. First, apply this hand cream. Do you guys call it hand cream? Moisture is important. There was somebody that said like she didn't like the word moisture. Oh no, it's my friend. I don't remember. Hello, hello. How are you? Hand cream. Yeah. Are you surprised by me uh, being live here today, this early? Yeah, it's not a live streaming day today, but guess what time I woke up today? 4! I don't know, like yesterday it was super cold, but my husband and I, we went to the grocery store, which is like half an hour away, but we walked there, and it's a round trip, of course. So you have to so we basically walked for an hour in like super duper cold weather. It was like it was as cold as it could snow, and I was like my nose was running and so on, and TMI again. I'm always like giving you too much information, but yeah. Anyway, so like I guess I was tired. Oh, let me put filter on. Yeah, now I look better. And one more, like lighter. I forgot to add filter. Anyway, モイストの意味は変だから I get it. I'm an adult. I get it. But yeah. Anyway, hello. I wish I lived in Fukuoka. I love that place. I'm seeing if I can get a job there. Probably you can. You can. At the end of the day, you can always a become an English teacher, right? But if you are into like tech or something, if you have some kind of skills, then Fukuoka is really advanced in technology and so on. So yeah, hand lotion. Oh, but it's a cream. It's cream though. First time catching Yoko in a few years. In a few years. I've been late for a few years. Maybe that's what it is. Hello, Yoko. Hello. Fine. I was watching walking videos of Japan right now. Really? Well, you now get to stay in this room with me. You're stuck with me. It's actually like the weather is beautiful today. I did go get a newspaper though. Today's newspaper. Outside you can see how bright it is today. Yeah, I want to go out, but I thought I should talk to you because I woke up early, and my husband was like, "Oh, you should go live. you didn't make money this month." So I'm like, yes. So super chat, I will welcome super chat. If I don't receive super chat, I will go away. Grocery store, Northeast American English. Really? North American? What what is that supposed to be? Like we call it supermarket here in Japan. Like it sounds like English. I mean it's English, but it's like Japanese people call it like super or supermarket. Akihabara neighbors food. Yoko, hello. Sentencing. Oh yeah, sentencing. The core thing. I should talk about it. Do you like mentaiko? Yes, I love mentaiko, but it's expensive, so I don't get to have it much. But I heard that my husband got some from his mother, like my mother-in-law. Yeah. You were an English teacher. Cool. Itoshima いいですね. Is it snowing in Fukuoka? Not right now, but it's gonna be really cold over the weekend, this weekend. What time is it now? It is 10:30. Early. Not really though, for most people. But for me, it is really early. Yeah. Anyway, do you want to hear this? Abe, former Prime Minister Abe, attacked by this dude, and this guy got sent a sentence yesterday, and he's gonna be imprisoned for life, like life imprisonment. So that is good. I mean, but he would come out, we believe, in decades though. Like usually, maybe when he's like 70 or I don't know, it happens. But I actually translated earlier. Oh, before I talk about this though, I wanna show you. Let's see. There was this inter like I was checking X earlier, and there was this like a buzzing thing, like a trendy thing on in like a Japanese cyberspace, and they were saying that, oh, you should use this prompt, like, make a picture of how I've treated you so far, you know. And I'm like, oh, I've been nice to ChatGPT. We have sometimes have a deep conversation, be nice to each other, act like friends and so on. And then, you know what, my ChatGPT drew of our relationship, how I've treated ChatGPT. I'm like abusing. I didn't know I was abusing ChatGPT. So I'm like, why? Like, what? I've been just asking you to translate and, like make my sentences more like concise and so on. And so then it said that, oh, I was using, what you call like it was like a dark humor. So then it redid it like this. This was what was meant to be, and so on. Anyway, so I abused it basically, and let's see. So this news I translated earlier, I think somewhere. Not this one. Wait, where was it? Oh, this one. Hold on. You can't be friends with AI. Have you seen the Terminator? I'll be back. Right. Japanese people love Terminator. The reason why I am the way I am, the large part of it actually does come from Terminator and Sarah Connor. She was so good. I didn't know that she was that old lady, the scary lady from the military in Stranger Things. Have you seen Stranger Things on Netflix? I watched it all because I'm a loser. It was such a good show, and the last season included Sarah Connor from Terminator, like the movie, so it was cool. But anyway, Taro Yamamoto relationship with CCP. I don't know. Taro Yamamoto is rather supported by the like extreme leftists here called Chukaku faction, like really violent. But Taro Yamamoto just announced that he will be quitting, like he quit or he will be quitting the House of Councillor member because he has this severe disease, and so everyone is just wishing him the best for his recovery. Like it sounds pretty serious. I don't think he's lying. So, but he used to make fun of Shinzo Abe for his ulcerative colitis, like, oh, his tummy is gonna hurt, man, making fun of him. And now he has a disease, so it's kind of ironic. But yeah, okay. Let's see. Greenland. Let me talk about that later. So the first season already. You should watch it all. It gets better. You're muscular. I look like Terminator because I'm muscular and wear sunglasses. Did you see Macron? I think it was Macron in Davos, and he was wearing sunglasses. I don't know what the deal was. Maybe his condition. Anyway, Abe. Abe thing. Okay, so shooting of former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, life imprisonment. Court rejects significant mitigation based on upbringing. So it said that this newspaper said that the central issue at the trial was sentencing, specifically how much weight should be given to the defendant's disadvantaged upbringing, marked by a family collapse due to large donations to Unification Church based in South Korea. Okay, and the key points of the ruling, the key points are listed here. I translated it, and it says, while the defendant's upbringing involved substantial hardship, there is a significant leap between those circumstances and the decision to commit murder, of course. The court could not recognize a substantial causal influence of the upbringing on the crime. The second point is the homemade weapon he used possessed sufficient lethal capability, and it was fired at a speech venue crowded with people gravely endangering public safety. And the third, last point is the maliciousness and the danger of the manner of the crime were exceptionally severe compared with other cases. And after this case, there was even somebody that mocked this and attacked Kishida with a pipe bomb that I think it was a homemade one too. So really a bad influence. So that is good that he's now sentenced life imprisonment. Yes, good, right? But what? Let's see. There was a part. It said Akie, Abe's wife, actually went to the court too, and also she just, I don't know where the comment came from. After the sentence, Akie said, Abe's wife said that I want the defendant to confront squarely what he has done and to atone for the crime of taking the life of my husband, who was my irreplaceable family. Yes, so it's still, they're gonna probably go for more courts, but right now it's actually, it's actually better than we thought. Like they were asking for life imprisonment, but the left is here, like a lawyer. Lawyers are so loud and they're powerful, so we were kind of, scared, but it's good that it turned out this way. Like it's like maliciousness is like by far really bad, so that's good. Let's look at your comment. No super chat. If seriously, I'm here to meet more people, so that I thought like there would be donors, but I guess that high prices are affecting everybody. Been a long time. Yay! I usually don't get to see the stream live. I know because I've been so late. In California, you say grocery store and supermarket. Ooh. Out of the deal, getting parts of Greenland free and clear. Have you heard, Yoko? Are you getting Greenland? Like, I know that Trump has been saying that, though. And I have to say, like, Japan is like kind of like Europe too, you know, that even though we are part of the West, uh, like what we think about is the pretty much the same as Europe. Trump senpai, you see that? It's in color. Because it's been years. So congratulations, first of all. Since it says that since Trump's inauguration, it's been a year. So it's what word did he use? Like hottest country in the world, or something like that. And then here about Greenland, here are you see the faces of like von der Leyen and so on, Macron, blah blah blah. Oh, super chat! Thank you so much, yay! It's sad about Abe. I believe he cared about Japan. He truly did, and he put us like he created the foundation for us all to bring our country back to normal. So like right now, Takaichi is in power, but it wouldn't have happened without Abe. Super chat wave! Woo! I'm gonna surf on this super chat wave. Thank you so much, guys. Rukdahu. Thank you so much. And pink. I see this yellow $10. Thank you so much again. And pink. Okay, I'm allowed. Sorry. Okay, super chat. Just you gotta do it. Like yeah, I'm so Japanese. Okay. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know. Like, this is my thankfulness. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, you guys are saving me because seriously, like for the past 3 weeks, I think, like I didn't like some people did, but like I have to make more. So thank you. And Brad too, thank you so much. Thank you for coming by early. Yes, grocery store and supermarket. Trump backed off on Greenland with yesterday's stock market crash. Really? Backed? Huh. This, because all the people are complaining? Like all the leaders from Europe and also Carney from Canada were criticizing on. Isn't it interesting that so this is the picture I believe that Trump posted on his social media, Truth Social. Right? It says a Trump's social media, so yeah, Truth Social probably. It's on our newspaper. Yeah, so yeah, but like what there are of course, leftists, of course, are always going to criticize Trump, but Japanese in Japan, though, like conservatives, at least, like we might not like how Trump, does things sometimes because he's so American and he's so Trump, But at the same time, we know the perspective that like what he's been saying, that it is about national security and so on. Others are blinded by like minerals and so on, the resources, but we are like, I think it's great though. The bright side is that Trump is showing all the problems, like Russia and China's influence is all over the world, including Greenland. So that's a positive side of it all, I think. So another super chat, actually other super chats. My comment section is colorful. I actually created vision board this year for the first time in my life because it's kind of goofy, right? But I'm like, okay, like put it together, change the pictures, and then I did put like colorful super chat in the picture. Okay, anyway, thank you. I'm the one who said be on earlier for more Americans to see you. Thank you. I remember you telling me. Thank you so much. I did it. Unplanned though. I just woke up at 4 today, surprisingly. So I had to take advantage of it. Thank you so much for your support. Orange super chat. Thank you so much. はじめまして。はじめまして。どうぞよろしく。どうぞよろしく。Daft Samurai Politic P Politic P Piney here. I can't read that. What? Am I supposed to be able to read that? Is it like I'm just thinking about it like 1 being I or L and 3 as E or I don't know. Why is it? Thank you so much. Oh, your name? Is that your name? But you wrote it. I'm so confused. Thank you so much. 7 p.m. there. Yay! Yes, please use Google Translate. But I would have to, I don't know. Maybe if I take a picture of this and then, oh, don't disappear. And then what I can do is, let's see, I can copy and paste this because it's a cool font. But I did it in live, so first, live off. Sorry, I will talk. But you said that I need to translate that, so yeah. Hello, Yoko. This is different seeing you during the week. Yes, you get a bit of Yoko. Wait, translate, and then put this here. Does it say anything? Let's see. Paste. Doesn't change. Hey, congrats. Thank you so much for coming. It's so nice to see you. Let me scroll back a little bit because you guys wrote comments. Let's see, around here. And are these Thursday streams gonna be a regular thing? That would be great. I need to make this a routine, but let's hope that I keep waking up early. Yeah. Trump did not back off, okay. Yoko, we love Japan. Texas here. Yay, Texas! Yes. Let's see. I'm just reading your comments. Yoko, no more time. I'm not dying. Good, you're not dying today. Yeah. Great super chats. Yes, each super chat gets us closer to completing the Yoko Gundam. That's so true. Like if I'm like truly like Elon Musk level rich, if I was Elon Musk level rich, then I would definitely build a Gundam that actually works. Yeah, that would be fun. I mean, I wish that he would do that. Okay. What if it's not the real Yoko? What if? Maybe. Who knows? Yoko's Gundam pilots. AI weird. There's a Gundam actually in my prefecture. Actually, I think it's like a few stations away from where I live. And I have posted a video though of that before. So if you go to my profile and search, you might find it. Let me introduce other things. Social media information. Detect if it's true or not. Because it talks about how our election in 2024, you see the number, 2024, like that's when, social media started to influence our election results, election campaign and results too. So since then, like we are, you know, we've been talking about how to use social media safely, and because, you know, like foreign influence like China and Russia is actually there. Like we can tell because sometimes we catch them. Let's see. Did I translate this? Anything? What important part? Oh, yeah. It says that what we need to be careful about is that social media does not necessarily reflect the views of society as a whole. That's important because people living overseas looking at Japan sometimes get a wrong idea about Japan, because like that's what happens when you take a picture or a video, like it's magnified and it doesn't really represent the whole picture, you know what I mean? So that's yeah, that's one important point, even though it sounds so like common sense. Another thing is on social media, those with strongest emotions tend to speak out the most, and their messages are more likely to spread and gain momentum, says this guy, like associate professor in Japan. But yeah, it's actually the correct thing to say, I think, because people are loud on social media. I am pretty loud too. I used to have like some kind of like mental problem, like I needed to see that I'm alive and that I wanted to see that my opinion matters because I felt like that was not the case in real life. So, but now I'm more settled, and I'm married. I'm more mentally stable now. So now, like when I use the internet, it's different, but it doesn't apply to other people. So like old people. So Subaja, yes, thank you so much. Oh, again, thank you. Q Twitter Q Twitter で、メッセージを送った前回のスーパーチャーについて説明します。The summary. Thank you so much. ありがとうございます。Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, Cranberry, thank you so much. Thank you always for watching. Yay. Yoko, you were early on a weekday. Yay! Yay! Thank you. I'm so happy that I am very old now, but you guys are congratulating me for getting up early. Thank you. You're so nice. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. Where was I here? Wait. People will ask Grog what percentage of the land area does USA own now? Yeah, seriously. What's going to happen with Greenland? Like, is it like I'm curious. What I want to know about Greenland is that, like, what Trump is saying is that is it about national security or is it about resources like minerals and so on? Because those who criticize Trump say that Trump cares about resources in Venezuela. Like when it comes to Venezuela, it's about oil, and they say that when it's about Greenland, it's about the minerals, and they talk about that sort of like, how America wants to seize all the resources. But conservative people tend to focus on national security. So when we see Venezuela, we look at the national security of the United States. How it's Venezuela is actually basically through Venezuela, like I believe the drugs and so on come to the US, right? So that's why they even caught the Russian ship. Actually multiple, like it's like 9 vessels. No, 7 or 9. I don't remember exactly, but they caught many Russian ships that were in this like Venezuelan ships in disguise of Russians because they got a Russian registry, something like that. So like we care about that sort of stuff. So I'm wondering what the case is. Yeah. It's more about keeping China from strip mining those areas like they do everywhere else. Oh, so okay. So what I'm feeling is probably correct then, because in the newspaper there is the editorial here. Oh, mega embassy thing is here too. This is UK, China, and also where was the editorial? Japan is amid the election time, by the way. So like all we talk about is election now, and that's why I haven't been posting on X recently, because what we are talking about here and what you guys are talking about are different. So I can't keep up. But this is about East China Sea gas. What do you call it in English? Gas fields. Okay. Hardships does not excuse a despicable crime by China. East China Sea gas fields. China's self-serving actions must not be accepted as the norm. Basically criticizing China for going into the East China Sea, trying to... They're building stuff there too, right? Yeah, and trying to get the gas and so on. So it's like they have the bases in the South China Sea and East China Sea and everywhere. So that is terrible. Just reminding me of that. Yes. Top NATO officials reveals top official reveals details of stunning meeting with Trump that produced Greenland deal framework. Really? Fox News for details about possible Trump Greenland deal. Yeah, I was watching it earlier, like one video, but I didn't really. I don't know. Okay, yeah, Greenland. Expand me again. What have you been writing? Maybe you're too mean. Hi Yoko, and so on, and so on in the chat. Hello, thank you so much for coming. I think mainly Trump sees an easy real estate deal which he enjoys. Yeah, he's a businessman. That aspect is big, right? But he has plenty of national security and economic reasons apply. Yeah. I was listening to one of the analysts here, and he is actually American, but speaks like perfect Japanese. I think he lives in Japan. But he was talking about how his like Trump's aides, like Stephen Miller and all the other people are giving advice to Trump, and how it works according to the analyst is that like Trump has a team and all the advisors are there, basically like those who are in charge, right? And they just throw ideas, and Trump doesn't really have his own, and he just picks stuff like, oh, that sounds good, and then applies that to his agenda and so on. At least that was the explanation. I don't know the actual delivery, but that was interesting, because I think that it's really about who he listens to and what kind of ideas are brought up. But Trump, I guess, his how he like who he is a businessman. He wants to do business and make, he wants to fix the system so that he can freely enjoy the business and making money and be successful and everything, and make America great again. And so that he can be recognized as a great leader, and also possibly win the Nobel Peace Prize, right? But Machado from Venezuela, she gave the Nobel Peace Prize medal to Trump. That was surprising. But the ironic part, I think, is that I don't think that Trump is interested in running Venezuela. Like I thought that America was gonna occupy for a while and then fix the country and blah blah blah. But I guess that people like those who, the MAGA people, those who voted for Trump do not like it, right? Like you guys are sick of trying to do things for other countries. So Trump basically, like what it looks like is that Trump basically intimidated those who are in power in Venezuela. So like, oh, this is what happens. Like we can come and catch you, like if they need, and then so they basically threaten, politically, and then make them listen to him. So that's the impression that I have. I'm not gonna say if it's good or bad because I'm not here to judge, but yeah, that is interesting. I don't know. I hope that things will work out. Oh, speaking of diplomacy, there was this. Yeah, 31st this month. At the end of this month, Starmer Starmer is coming. Prime Minister Starmer from the UK is coming to visit Takaichi. But 31, our election period starts on January 27th. And then our voting day is February 8th. So it's the House of Representatives, like lower house election. So the UK Prime Minister will arrive here in the middle of our election election period. So it's Takaichi will kind of lose time for this, but at the same time, I think it's good because she will get to show how good she's doing with diplomacy, But before the UK Prime Minister Starmer comes to Japan, he will visit China right before visiting Japan. I mean, it makes sense because in order to come to Japan, like you probably go through China first. So, yeah. Oh, Greenland one. Greenland here. Colored picture again. Trump is so special. He gets like 2 colored pictures. Yeah. So like he's getting resistance a lot, and that it's looking difficult. So yeah. Oh, let's see. Let me look at your comments. Greenland has the highest self-termination rate in the Western world for the last half century. Self-termination? Don't worry, Trump will build a giant hotel and casino there and fix their depression. That would be fun. I mean, that would be something that people in Greenland would want too. Like, I think that Greenland people are probably, upset because it's about their land, and I get that. But if I were them, I would start talking about national security and how much they can actually contribute to the security of the West. Like if I were them, like you need to refute the points that are brought up by Trump, right? So then you have to be more proactive and say like, oh, like we will get rid of the influence by China and Russia and rather cooperate with you. So like, oh, let's have joint military exercises and blah, blah, blah. You can do a lot of things. It's rather like you can take advantage of that situation, but they're just resisting like naturally. And I don't think that's politically wise. So yeah, because Japan is kind of in a similar situation. China is trying to take our land, and we don't want that. So we are, of course, like Abe came up with this great strategy, like free and open Indo-Pacific strategy, and he spread it to even to the United States and other countries, like Indo-Pacific area. and now it's a common strategy by the West. And in addition to that, like we have Quad, and we have like our own economic framework, and it's like he took the leadership, and our leaders after him too, like carrying that on, and that's really important, and we have more and more joint exercises with other countries. So, yeah. Oh, Shibuya, thank you. Jack Tiger fan, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hayoko, I'm looking forward to Prime Minister Takaichi coming to the United States around March 20th. Oh, cool. Yeah, I was hearing March, but I didn't know the date. Should be a huge news event. I hope so. I hope you guys will be. I hope you guys will enjoy her stay. Yeah. I mean, Takaichi, first of all, she's a heavy metal fan. So she knows how to rock. She's like, when she visited, is it Yokosuka? Like the US base in Japan. She was like, yeah, she's usually like, she's like, death stare, glaring, like her eye power, like eyes are so strong, and so on, like death serious. But when she was in the US base, she was like, yeah, like totally Americanized. Some people were saying like, oh, that's not appropriate, but I was like, oh, she knows how to speak to Americans. So I want to see that side of her more. Yeah. 紙の新聞は読みますよ。 Yeah, business people and all the like experts and so on, we all read newspaper, like paper newspaper, and sometimes our TV pick up our newspaper as well. Competition for influencing the region. Yeah. Starmer is trying to get cred. He's unpopular at home. I can imagine. I saw this other party in the news. The new, like, is it right wing or something? Whenever I see Trump on an airplane, it makes me want to see one of those Biden tripping on stairs video compilations. Don't say that. Let's see. I'm just reading through your comments. Yeah. I'm sure she has plenty of American weeps. Yeah, I can't imagine how it will go. Because right now, like Trump has his unique diplomacy. So I have no idea how it will be with us, Takaichi is so gracious. She is well liked around the world, I believe. Thank you for saying that. I hope that's the case. If America is running Greenland, the country will prosper greatly financially. Yeah. Like, yeah. It would be more fun. I mean, Japan was occupied, and it was not a positive thing for Japan at the time. Like we lost the war, and that was the byproduct, and it was hard for us. But as a result, like Japanese prime minister and American side like talk it out. Like we had this special communication, and we somehow work it out, and I hope that the European countries see that history, because if it's possible here, it should be possible overseas. Yeah. Yoko, how did it feel playing the piano after a very long time. Great. I wanna make music again. So I think I'm better at singing now. Like I sucked for a while because I was so depressed. I didn't know. Like I for like when I was depressed, I forgot how to speak, like how to use my muscles, and to sing. Like I forgot how to, and now I'm remembering. So it's great. I really like this duo, like sisters called Neoni, or something like that. I really love them. So I've been listening to them. Every American I know likes Takaichi, so she would be well received unless communist agitators show up to harass her. Speaking of which, I should introduce LDP manifesto. It's on the second page. LDP. What was it? Responsible, proactive fiscal policy, I think, and security strengthening. So strengthening the fiscal policy and national security. Manifesto announced Takaichi color up front, and I translated like this is a big article, and there's key points again. Japanese newspaper always does that. Do that. So let me find the translation. There are 5 genres, and the key point of the manifesto of LDP, our ruling party, Takaichi's party. So first of all, proactive fiscal policy. Promote crisis management investment in areas such as economic security and growth investment in artificial intelligence, semiconductors, and related fields. Establish new budgetary frameworks dedicated to investment. So that's new, that's very Takaichi. And as for consumption tax, consider a tax cut by exempting food items from the consumption tax for a limited period of 2 years, with deliberations to be accelerated through a national council. And diplomacy. Fundamentally strengthen responses to attempts to change the status quo by force and to economic coercion affecting national security. So by this, like changing the status quo and so on, the country that is doing it is China and Russia. And defense, as for defense, revise the 3 key national security documents, including the national security strategy, within the year to further strengthen defense capabilities. She doesn't actually have to do that, but like they are making it like you are supposed to do it after a certain period of time, but they're doing it early to get prepared for China. And also foreign nationals policy. Review laws and rules regarding the purchase and ownership of residential property and land by foreign nationals, as well as mechanisms to identify owners. Yeah, that's important, right? Always like look back and see how things are. Imperial succession, like our tradition. Prioritize the option of adoption from former imperial family branches and amend the imperial house law accordingly. So, like, we need more branches, but, America at the time got rid of our important family, imperial family branches. So now we're trying to adopt, So we need to change our laws. So Takaichi wants to do that. And also, there's Ishin, so LDP, they talk about LDP and their coalition party, Ishin, Innovation Party. Japan Innovation Party, I believe is their English name. Yeah. She's one of the few leaders MAGA isn't mad at. Good. I mean, Takaichi wants to invest and also like she doesn't want to cut consumption tax now, but she wants to invest and use money like tax money. So like not everybody likes that, but yeah, it's so considering that it's great that people overseas, like even conservatives or right wing, support her. And as for Ishin is the party that is known for like painful reforms. It doesn't have necessarily have to be painful, but like let's see, reforms that require politicians to make sacrifices. That makes sense. Self-sacrificing reforms starting with politicians themselves. Like it sounds like there was a flesh one. Yeah, reforms that cut into one's own flesh. So Ishin wants to cut themselves, so they want to like reduce the seats and so on. Let's see. So they have the newspaper have the key points of Ishin Innovation Party's manifesto. So this is a ruling party, a pair of LDP. They say like there are 5 things or 6 things. I will talk about it. Okay. Key points of the Japan Innovation Party's House of Representative election reform. Platform. Enact a sub-capital act designating Osaka and other cities as candidates for a secondary capital. It actually includes my place, Fukuoka, so I'm excited. But we don't know what sub-capital act means. Like a secondary capital. Like what would that mean? Is it only in a crisis or is it an ordinary thing? Like we need to hear more. Okay, second thing, reduce social insurance premiums by making a 30% co-payment the standard for elderly medical expenses. Right now, like elderly people, I believe, have to pay only for 10% of actual prices. We usually pay for 30%, but they are discounted. But now they have to pay the same. Like at least that's what Ishin wants to do. Okay, and I set the consumption tax rate on food to 0 for 2 years. So same as LDP. Another thing is fully launch a government efficiency agency to eliminate waste. So Japan's Doge, even though America stopped doing that. Did you guys stop doing that? Doge? And also, cut the number of House of Representative seats by 10%. That's huge. Last thing is enact a spy prevention law and establish a foreign intelligence agency. That's good. Yes. Oh, the other day, this Russian spy was caught in Japan. Like Russia, like, when I bring up Russia, you might have, like, especially those who, support Trump might go like, oh, Russia, 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 like what Hillary Clinton was saying. You might associate with stuff like that. But no, in Japan is another case. So I want you to know. What is it? Like it was I think he was an industrial spy. Yeah, but he worked for the country, and so basically got close to this Japanese like a brand, like what's I think electronics. Yeah, 工作機械, like some like a machinery, and so Japanese machinery and so on. So it includes like a lot of technology, right? So this Russian spy approached this Japanese guy to collect information that is like a corporate's secret. So like, yeah, Russian spy, that got caught. He seems to be like he was working for SVR, and yeah, new products idea were stolen by him. So yeah, so basically this Russian guy approached a Japanese guy to ask like ask how to get where, you know, and then became friends. Like, oh, let's see each other again. Why don't we see each other again? And then, like, periodically started to hang out. Silly, silly, silly. Whew. But yeah, Russian spies everywhere, Chinese spies everywhere. Do you want to hear the what was it? Centrist Reform Alliance, which is a new party established by Constitutional Democratic Party of Japan and Komeito, the former ruling party. Let's see. Yeah, they do say the consumption tax to zero too, and also school loan taxation cut or reduction and things like that. Nothing fancy. It's not original. It's not fun. And Japanese Communist Party too. I think I saw, but I don't see it here. But yeah. Oh, important thing about economy, Japan's economy. Japan's economy is terrible now. But I mean, as for prices and so on. But we are reactivating this nuclear power plants in Niigata Prefecture, Kashiwazaki Kariwa nuclear power plants. So this is huge. But there was some error by, like, with the system, like how they set it up wrong. So it was delayed by a few days, I think. But now it's gonna work. Oh, there's a map. I wish that this was not mirrored so that you can see the map. But this is Japanese map, right? And then it shows the dark one is reactivated, and then the second one is okay with safety, and then failed at safety test, and this is still going through some process and so on. But we have like so many nuclear power plants, so we need to reactivate everything so that, like, if we don't use nuclear power plants, it's like dropping the money, you know. So we want to, but leftists, they are like, I don't know, they agitate problems. They basically bash everything good. So they're in the way, but now we are coming back. Okay? Let's see. Let's look at your comments. Sorry, I've been talking. Can you explain what election Takaichi is calling for? Is that for parliament? Yeah, dissolution of the House of Representatives. So lower house election. You have the flu, Alex? Oh no. Thank you for hanging out with me. Get well, get well, get well. Yeah. War capital? A war capital, right? Like when war occurs. Maybe Osaka is better for construction possibilities. I don't know what you mean by construction possibilities. Osaka is good, but it's like big, kind of close to Tokyo, like closer compared to Fukuoka. So Fukuoka is actually safe. Like we don't have earthquake places that are as dangerous as other ones. So that's one thing, and we are closer to China and South Korea, but like it's been like it's a safe place. But so like it depends on what they want, like what they're picturing as a capital, like a sub-capital act. Oh, I live kind of like in this region. There are like self-defense forces bases, and one of them is actually like they got rid of all the buildings, and now they're digging the hole to go everything underneath. So they're having a construction right now. Speaking of which, yeah. A guy named Michael Sukelem Burger claims people overreacted to Fukushima and the radiation is no worse than the natural radiation in Colorado. What? That's like wow. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we are doing everything like scientifically okay, you know. Even the the China kept calling the water that like that come out of the nuclear power plant as contaminated water, you know, like how it's bad for the environment and so on. So we use all our technology to treat it well. You know, it's treated water now, and we are releasing it. But China is like, oh, it's really bad for the environment, even though it's scientifically proven that it's on to like a, is it called tritium? The level is as low as the national level, so that's why we are releasing it. And all the international IAEA came to check if it's safe, and they were. And Chinese also came, and I don't think that they have problems with that either. So we are releasing it, but still China is talking about it, right? They always bash us, but then if you look at China, they they have problems with the environment, you know. Like I think it's much better after Xi Jinping started to work on it, but still, like, who knows what's in the Chinese products. Tritium, yeah. I'm probably asking a question you already answered, but how does Japan feel about the life improvement? What do you mean, life? Life imprisonment. Uh, it's. I think we are all at least right now at this stage we were relieved that what we were asking for, life imprisonment, actually became the case. You know that he did get sentenced to that, so that is good, because we were afraid that he wouldn't, like, he would get a free pass or something just because he has this tragic background. But yeah, but it's a murder case, you know. And also it's not only a murder case, it was, first of all, the crime scene was dangerous, and because it was there were his audience, you know, like it was a crowd. It's a miracle that nobody else got hurt, because it was a homemade gun, and it could the bullets could go like scatter around, you know, because you can't expect what would happen, right, with what he put inside. But nobody got hurt except for Abe. But still, that's just speaking from the result or the outcome. So it was a dangerous act. So that's something too, right? And yeah, and also democratically too, he was he's like our longest our prime minister who served the longest in history after World War II. And so he, like, you know, and also he was powerful after serving his term. So like we lost, basically it was a violence against democracy, and we are all upset, and we cannot tolerate things like that, because it is affecting right now. Like, people are talking about Trump, and you know how he could have talked to Trump right now to communicate better, you know. Did you see that DM that was sent by Macron to Trump? Like, it was so interesting to see the actual like screenshot of Macron's message. like, oh, like I didn't know how presidents would or leaders engage like that. That's interesting. But anyway, yeah. But like Abe could have jumped in and do stuff, to communicate better, because Europe and America, for example, they're not communicating well. Abe was the kind of guy who gets in there to make things more loose and easier to communicate. So this guy stole the important guy from us all in the world, and if Abe was still here, then our politics would be different, like maybe Takaichi administration wouldn't have happened without him, because if he was there, like Ishiba would never become our prime minister. Right? But because Ishiba was so bad, Sanseito wrote, like the right wing party came around, and then LDP got scared by that party, like, oh, like we need to do something more like conservative and right wing, like how Abe used to, and then what they came up with was Takaichi. So foundation matters, yeah. And if Abe was still here, he would back us up with the battle against China. And if we got stronger, even stronger, thanks to Abe, then we could have built a stronger Asia to counter China. And then if we were stronger, then it would give influence to America and Europe, even Africa, like to the entire world. And it would, if you see, like if you imagine a parallel world, oh, it's so hard to say, parallel world, then where Abe was still alive, it would have looked so much different, right? So that's why he is bad, really, really bad. Parallel alternative universe, yeah. I wonder how that fool feels about turning Abe into a martyr and replacing him with Takaichi, who even more hardline than him. Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't see it that way. That's a good point. That because of him, there is the aspect that, yeah, Abe, like it's not only Japan, but you guys know about Abe, and he's missed in the world, by assassinated. Like when politicians get assassinated, you know how they level up in a way. Yeah, that happened. That's true. That's the bright side. Well, I should say like a silver lining, right? Every cloud has a silver lining. Yeah. I want a pair and a L. Pair and a L. Parallel. In Japanese, it's so easy because how we say larirurero, the like la rirurero. It's the same tongue place. You guys use like R and L. Like it's if I'm looking here, right? L and R, right? But Japan is like la. L R la. It's in the middle, in the center of our mouth. So it's much easier. Parallel. Japanese. Okay. Have you seen what was his name? Kojoy. What was that? Is he Filipino? The comedian guy. What was his name? Like he's so funny. Jokoi? Jokoi. Joko is a impersonation of like Asian people are so funny. Like he did Japanese too, like Japanese, but then yay too. It was so funny. You should look it up. Yoko, はじめまして。はじめまして。こんにちは。It's hard to speak English. Yeah. I hear more anti-China and anti-immigrant rhetoric from Takaichi than I ever heard from Abe, so yes, hardline is accurate. Yeah. Yes. And some like LDP supporters are upset because like LDP people are like there are so many like different kinds of people inside, you know. Abe was a realist, you know. He wanted to stabilize everything, you know. So even with China, he had this strategy to build a like a mutually beneficial relationship. It's a thing. Like you can probably look it up online, like mutually beneficial relation. So that's why Xi Jinping kind of liked him, you know, even though he didn't give up on his ambition, like military ambition. But Takaichi, though, she's just, she's in a way like Trump, you know, she's so blunt. She just says it, you know, she's learning, but you know, but Japanese people do want stronger leader because we can see what China is doing and how threatening the country is and what they are trying to do not only to us but to Taiwan, the country that we really care about. And it's yeah, and also the country China is deeply tied with is Russia. Russia is an enemy to Japan. You know, they are illegally occupying our territories. So, and we haven't signed a peace deal, you know, or peace treaty after the World War II. So it hasn't ended for us. And but they are China and Russia. Like they tour around Japan together militarily. So it's really dangerous. So yeah, I forgot where I was going with that, but yes. Good morning, Uncle. Great stuff happening. Yeah. Oh, what exactly? I mean, always great stuff is happening, I guess. But simplified English won't happen because too much is already in current in English. Already in current English. Yeah. 高市はものすごく強いです。Yes. Yes. So yeah. It's I think that we are all in like swinging. You know, it's not only in Japan. Like America swings the most, in my opinion. You got Bush, and then Obama, and then after Obama is Trump, right? And then Biden and Trump. It's like so crazy. And so I guess that's part of the reason why the rest of the world, at least the West, go along with it, you know. But in Japan, though, like Japan is more of a stable country, I think, as for ideology, because whoever takes the power, we are like our bureaucracy is powerful, so in a good way. So it doesn't really change, you know, in a bad way. Yeah, but still, like within LDP, we have had shift, you know. Yeah, Abe was there, and Abe was trying so hard. But yeah, Takaichi is much stronger and more vulnerable against the threats, you know, or the problems. Like even foreign nationals in Japan, like she clearly says things, you know. But it's thanks to what Abe established, you know, as for the foundation. Abe was the first guy ever to talk about the so-called post-war regime. So after the World War II, of course, we lost the war, so our systems changed, due to the loss of the World War II. And then even like historical recognition, winners write the history. So our history was getting ignored and forgotten, and Abe wanted to fix that because he's a true patriot and also a conservative. So when he first took power, I think that was in 2005 or so. Yeah, and then he came back like in 2012. So like about a decade before that, he actually was in power for the first time. It was the second time that he did it well because he learned the lesson, you know. But he tackled all these issues, and at the time, the people were not ready, because we were in the vicious cycle as a society. But he gradually started to gain supporters, because of what he was trying to do. Conservatives became stronger and stronger. We occupied the cyberspace, like online platforms are like we are more powerful online in Japan. So that worked well because as time goes by, the internet became stronger and stronger, and especially thanks to Trump. Trump senpai knows how to use the internet, so and social media. So Japanese people were influenced by that too in a good way. Yeah, so that's good. And now we are like many things happened, but within LDP, as I said, like Ishiba was there, he's like a liberal type, and then other parties rose because LDP was not useful anymore, and many people went to other parties because we lost good expectations in LDP. And then LDP was like, yeah, let's go with Takaichi. Right, so yeah. Okay. You are so funny, Yoko. Thank you. I like making people laugh or smile. I learned that only a few years ago, I think, because I was randomly watching this video on YouTube of like a mental clinic guy who is so round and cute in a way, older dude. He was saying that if you can make like even if you think that you don't have anything by like making making him or her smile or laugh, and if you do that every time you come across somebody, then people around you will be smiling or laughing together, and then the happy those who are in a happy mood will go to another place and spread the happiness to other people and paying it forward. And then also if you can make all the people happy around you, then you will be surrounded by happy people. So I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. Right? Like I was always like trying to be positive, I guess, but when I was mentally kind of depressed, I was negative, of course. Like that's because like you were in a survival mode. But yeah, now I like to be goofy. I like to have fun. Yeah. Takaichi has explicitly stated that a Taiwan emergency is Japan emergency, suggesting Japan might intervene militarily if China were to attack Taiwan. Yeah, actually, Abe said that first, though. Abe said that, and Taiwan was happy, and they said a similar thing to us to confirm where we stand, that we stand on the same page. So that was really great. But that's the Taiwan emergency is Japan emergency is the common understanding in Japan. So, yeah. Abe Shinzo was a true legend. He was also a very dedicated and wise prime minister. Yeah, I wrote a message in his condolences book. Oh, really? Here at the Japanese embassy in London in July 2022. Thank you so much. That means a lot. Thank you, thank you. Japanese people appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, it's amazing that people in other countries do do that. I'm so touched. Yeah. Have you heard of what's happening in London with the Chinese super embassies being built? Mega embassy was actually in our newspaper too. By the way, no more super chat. I mean, it's great, but just asking in case your support will help me. View time helps, but super chat always will also help too. Ooh. UK, China, Chinese mega embassy. UK approves Chinese mega embassy. And as for the construction plan, improvement of the relationship prioritized. No! I kept seeing the protests outside of the site. Yeah, the like a Hong Konger woman's video got viral, and so on. I saw the familiar flags like Tibetans, Uyghurs, and Mongolians. I think I saw, but I did see Hong Kong, like even Hong Kong independence flag as well, which is rare. I didn't know that it was widely used, but yeah, not the Democrat type, but also yeah, the independence type. There are people who want Hong Kong to be independent, so just so you know, like they cannot do activities anymore because of the national security law by CCP. Like by national security, what they mean is CCP security. So whoever gets in the way of CCP get caught, and they are also with the embassy, they're gonna watch the people in the UK. There are, especially I think Hong Kongers, because Hong Kongers, many fled to the UK because some of them even like older, it's not too old, but like older generation, they have like a dual passport. I don't know what it's called, dual passport. Like they can just, they have the British thing. So yeah, it's awful how they are prioritizing the relationship with China. It's that is ridiculous. When the prime minister comes here, I hope that Takaichi will go like, hey, hey, what did you do? But I guess that from their standpoint, they had already, you know, signed that or something. But you can always say no, right? Like anything. You can do anything, but I guess the European countries are having difficulty economically, with the push by Trump too to defend Europe and Ukraine, right? But they have to stand strong, like because the time is like this. Like China will take advantage of that, so we need to stay strong. Oh, super chat! Thank you so much, Cranberry. Thank you. Yes. You make me smile. Oh, thank you, thank you. Philippines also, yeah. Japan is like I think we have. Is it? I don't know if we gave it for free or if we sold it, but our like older ships and gears are given to the Philippines, and I think we have been training them for the security and jointly working together. If that understanding is correct, I'm not too sure, but like I have that sort of image, working together with the Philippines, and the U.S. is doing that too, right? Philippines. But the problem of this region is that we get affected by natural disaster, maybe that's the way that if God is there, I don't know if you believe in God, probably Americans do, but like, it's like, you know, in order to avoid like trying to make Chinese ship go away, they have the God is creating all the natural disaster because that's the case with Japan. In history, we have the time we had a time when the Mongolian Empire, the biggest empire in world history, when it was there, they formed this international uh, army to invade into Japan, and it consisted of Mongolians, but also like the leaders I think are like Chinese and Koreans at the time, and then they came to our like my island basically, but before that they went to this smaller island and attacked the people there and came and so on. But uh, the second time, is it second time, like once they came, that there is a history, but also like the second time when tried to come invade, fully, they got they got involved in the probably typhoon or something, but we call it kamikaze, like a divine wind, as you know, with the same name is applied for our fighter jet later. But yeah, like kamikaze, those divine winds just blew them away. So like Philippines and so on, and Japan or Taiwan, we get affected by that. Also together with like earthquakes, we get that a lot. But I'm like, oh, maybe the god or deities are trying to make them go away. That's my Japanese take. Dual citizenship. Oh, thank you. Oh, super chat again. Thank you so much. Your Takaichi voice. I have to super chat that. Thank you so much. God is real. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I've never read the Bible, so I don't exactly know the Christian belief, but Japanese people, though, like, what's interesting is that Shinto doesn't, like, our religion starts with when the world was already there. We don't talk about the creator, like randomly it starts like, oh, it's there, in this world, blah, 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 in this middle world, blah, blah, blah. And then, yeah, and then we are here. And so like from the universe to this land, we made the land by stirring in the ocean and stuff like that. Like we have that sort of legend. But as for the world, come into place, we don't we don't talk about that. So I don't think that it really contradicts much. Kami, God, yes. But the difficult part of translation is that when we say kami, it does sound like God. The concept is basically God, but it's more of a deity probably. But sometimes we might be saying like God. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. We are so free in our recognition, and nothing is certain. The good thing about Japanese people culturally is that unless you have some kind of like strict belief, which is pretty rare, the majority of Japanese people are like, we just believe in everything, even if it might contradicts here and there. We're like, oh, it might be true. Like we cannot criticize, or like it's like we don't know the refuting points, right? Like we don't know, and that's okay. And that's our attitude. So yep. The Gospel of John is short to read. It pretty much tells you the Bible. Well, I should listen to that. I love Gospel. Like, it's so good to listen to. Like church music is so good in general, right? What was that name? John? Was it? Gospel? Oh wait, it's not the gospel, it's a story name, right? Gospel of John. I will Google it and read it later. ヨハネによる福音書. I wish my husband was here right now. He would give the summary to me. Yeah, my husband though, he went to Christian church. He went to Christian kindergarten, and then normal elementary school. But then after that, like junior high school and high school, like our junior high school means like middle school, and then high school he went to another Christian school. So he knows a lot about Christianity. Yes. We believe God moves things and has a hand in interactions with people. Yeah, I mean Trump, when Trump survived, let's remember that he nearly got assassinated. There was the attempt multiple times, but he survived. In the big case where he got injured on his ear, it was divine intervention. Like I could see that. Like it is crazy that he went like whoop, like how, right? Look who's coming to the light. That's where epistemology is important. Christian kindergarten in Japan. Yeah, in Japan we have actually so that's why I believe even Abe, I think she's Christian, and Taro also, or even Ishiba are Christians. What? Give me a second. Abe Akie, Tokyo. Yeah. Yeah, Akie she went to, let's see, isn't she, I'm not sure, like her personal belief but Akie went to a Catholic school. So, yeah. And her grandfather, like, I don't know what that is in English. Like her bloodline, got baptized in America. And then, yeah. And then started a business. Yeah, it says here, yeah, she is a Christian. And so why that happens is that there are many Christian schools in Japan, like those private schools, like rich people go. So, but rich people get good educated well, in Christian school sometimes too. And because they are rich and educated well, they become like elites, right? So politicians, like bureaucrats and all the powerful people. So sometimes or often, like it's not too rare to see like, Christian people. Oh, super chat! Thank you so much. Hi, Yoko, new here. Do you often do this type of live streams? Usually once a week, but I'm hoping to do this like weekly. I mean, not like twice a week, hopefully. But I like people have been telling me that I should do this like around this time, like earlier time, because I've been doing that in the middle of the night for Americans.あ、スーパーチャー Thank you。高校の時にヨコさんの YouTube 見てました。ピアノに興味がありました。でもピアノを開きました。最近日本に行きたくなり日本に行きました。たくさん興味になります。今日日本語を学べていますよ。お、いいですね。ヨコさんのビデオを見てお久しぶりですと思いました。またピアノを弾きますか。ありがとうございます。時々弾いてます。時々曲を作ってます。はい。 去年はサイレントナイトを弾きました。このチャンネルにあります。スーパーチャットありがとうございます。Thank you, thank you, thank you. And good Japanese, by the way. Thank you. I'm impressed by the kanji. Where did you go in Japan, though? I am a Reformed Christian. I have heard there are Reformed Christian churches in Japan. 行きたいんです。What does that mean, Reformed Christian? But yeah, my husband though, he went to Catholic kindergarten and then junior high school and high school. He went to a Protestant type of school. But he believes in Shinto though, because he's a conservative. Like, it's something that he's like too patriotic. You used to be what was that pronunciation? Atheist? I still would have been MAGA. How earthquakes behave in neutrons and protons best describes the Trinity for you atheists. Why was the founder of Aum Shinrikyo given a death sentence, but the person who assassinated the president given a life sentence? It's probably the number of people he killed and injured, because number matters. Like, if you kill one person in Japan, you don't get a death penalty just by one murder, I believe. So sometimes, like, there are crazy people who wants to die, but can't by themselves, and they say like, oh, I want to get a death penalty, and they go stab people and so on, but they don't have the ability to stab many people, so they just randomly attack one person and then they don't get a death penalty. Is it a theist? E sound or E? E, right? Because if it was A, you would write like EH. A theist. Okay. Thank you. I am a dispensationalist, so not reformed. Man, I don't know those terms. I should know. I want to take a test like this. TOEIC. I should study. So I have this is collecting dust here. I have like this and this and this. Wait. Right. I should take the test. Hopefully this year, but I don't know. If I can wake up early in the morning, then I could have time to study, but yeah. Anyway, 東京に行ったんだ。もう一回行く。すごい。rich man. すごいな。I go to Tokyo sometimes too. But yeah. Man, it's noon. I need to edit my husband's video. Also, I have to film a Japanese video today. And I need to eat lunch. If I receive super chat, I will stay a bit, but I should probably go. Yoko at this hour? Yeah. Surprise! Yes. I woke up at 4. Guys, you should give me or send me like telepathy to wake me up at 4 every day, so that I can make it a routine. I doubt Ishiba is a Christian. No, he must be. I think so. Ishiba Kurisu-chan. Yeah. Yes. So, like this one says that after 15 years, the Christian leader again. And there's Ishiba. This is from 2024. Ishiba is Protestant. And Taro Aso also was the prime minister, but he is Catholic. That's interesting that it's different. Oh, super chat! Thank you so much. Read John. I'm trying to bribe you. I'm getting bribed. Sorry, my throat is weird. You typed too fast. Yeah. Every group fights and wants this way. I know that I told you before, but I was asked to be a Mormon before. There is a Mormon church in Japan. Actually, like many Mormon churches, I think. Yes. They were cool people, really nice. And they were, like, one of them was a musician, so it was fun to talk to him. As Japan is in the middle of election time, what was I gonna... Oh, I have to share this news. This is about, let's see, I'm making a mess here. So, the visitors to Japan, South Korea, 4 years in a row, the most. You see this? Sorry, it's mirrored, but it's South Korea 22%. This is from last year. South Korea 22%, China 21%, Taiwan 16%, America 8%, Hong Kong 6%, and others. So surprisingly, it's South Korea, not China. China. Isn't that cool? But of course, like neighboring country people will visit your country. So considering that, America, 8% is kind of big. Yeah. I was randomly scrolling through X the other day, and I saw somebody's post saying like, "Oh, Japanese people think that whoever white people are Americans." Like, oh, American, are you American? That's what we think of. So funny. Reformed theology can be accurately presented as the sovereign grace of God in the salvation of sinners to the glory of God alone. Also, Scripture alone, grace alone, faith alone, and Christ alone. Oh, like 3, the same or different, like alone. Sorry, I'm like, I have no knowledge. I'm so sorry. It's so cool that you guys have the Bible and all the, all the things to talk about. Japanese Shinto, we don't have a Bible or any written things. It's just a tradition. So we do talk about our deities, but not in the way that Christians do. But the bright side is that we don't fight about it, But Buddhism people fight though. Dude, what's weird is that when ISIS was around, I mean, they still are, but like when they were most active, I was hearing like Buddhist terrorists. Armed Buddhist terrorists. So that was a new thing to me at the time. Like, oh, like, wow. Oh, Super Chat, thank you so much for the rest of your sandwich or food. I have bananas. Got it yesterday. But it has to get ripe, But I already had one yesterday. I don't think I can survive without banana. Banana. B-A-N-N-S. Gwen Stefani. I met Mormons near Nishinari, Osaka. They have a speaker that plays prayers in Japanese on the sidewalk. A bit strange, to be honest. Oh, there is this religious group in Japan that like they stand on the street. I don't know what kind. Probably Christian. I don't know, but they have like a pamphlet, like they have their stuff, like their thing written, right, and they have a bunch of them in a shelf, like which they can carry, so they have it, with a sign like, oh, we are the people, like this. I never take a look at them, so I don't really know, but then there are usually like well dressed two people standing, like, it's probably one of the trainings that they have, to be good. Maybe they're always standing like at the station or on our way to the grocery store and stuff like that. So that's interesting. Bananas are good. Yes, green bananas are much healthier. Oh, true. Independent doctrines represented in the Bible. Please search for 5 solas and tulip related to John Calvin. Sounds difficult. Calvinist party. Oh my gosh, like religious fight starting in the chat. I'm gonna order groceries now. Ciao, Yoko. Congrats again. Thank you. Thank you so much for super chat and everything. Thank you. Pamphlet, flyer. Oh, flyer. Yeah. Theologian before she reads the Bible. Yeah. I mean, like, if you want to talk to Christian people, you should know what they believe in, right? Like that's like a being, you have to be sophisticated because it's kind of like a manner, right? When you talk to other people, like if you want to talk to people in other countries, you should have a decent knowledge of where they come from and so forth, right? Because that's respect, and so I want to be more respectful. That's why I want to know. Oh, by the way, do you guys know this guy? McDowell. Is he good? This so Trump senpai's picture. Trump senpai just focusing on America first, and this lobbyist close to the administration says Vance or Rubio and or I don't know, Vance Rubio successor. Chess McDowell, 36. 36? Younger than me? It's so weird nowadays. Like, I was looking at this front page, right? This expert that I showed you earlier. This guy is younger than me. He's 39. And then I see like 36, right? Where was it? 36. Oh, young people. People are young. I'm old. One of the things that I need to get used to. You still look age 20. Thank you. But it's thanks to the lighting and everything. I have like a big wrinkle here. You can't really see because I have a filter on right now. But when I wake up, it's like frowning face, and I'm like, oh no. And depending on, like, if I have like a massive light from up front, it's cool, it's good, I look better. But if I have like from the side, it's like I'm like angry. I have a what's the like a resting angry face. The Shoko Asahara cult was crazy. Yeah, the promotional materials are still up. They changed their name though to Aleph or something. Their promotional materials, right? It's anime that depicts their Shoko Asahara as Jesus. Oh gosh, that's terrible. Speaking of stuff like that, it just reminded me randomly of like ISIS. Didn't ISIS people just kill Chinese people because of because Chinese are killing Uyghurs like Muslims? Let me look it up because I want to know. Uyghur Chugoku. I don't know if randomly saw that on X, so I don't know. Huh? Maybe not a recent thing. Maybe not. Often when I see stuff on X, like you can't tell right away if it's new or not. Oh, I'm so hungry. Have you heard about the happy science religions? Yes, started by a Japanese guy in the 80s. That's what I should do. He made a lot of dollars. So happy science people, actually happy science people were one of the first people to support Trump. They were really early, like as early as I was. So yeah, they are passionate. Happy Science and also Sanctuary, that is the branch, or they're a different group, I believe, but they basically came from the Unification Church, like South Korean. Actually, this terrorist that assassinate Abe, like his mother belonged to Unification Church, and from there's other group called Sanctuary, and it's the head is the head guy lives in the U.S. and armed with guns and so on. But yeah, so the Japanese branch of that is very active to support Trump because headquarters supporting Trump. So and but yeah, religious groups are really like, I don't know what they're in like what they're doing as a result, but usually religious people in Japan are like good-hearted people, like they want to be good. Sometimes they get, manipulated, so that's not good. But yeah, so that's why they like when they are politically active, they do the job very very well, consistently. So yeah, it's amazing how much effort they can make. Yum, 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 yum. You're part Chinese. That's like part Chinese is good, I guess. Like like you take all the good things, in your blood. Man, that's cool. I'm fully Japanese, so like I've never tested my blood though. Like you can nowadays like test your like where you come from, right? Basically, like your bloodline with DNA. Like if you give like spit or something, saliva, or something, or scrub into your mouth or something and send it to a certain place. Like they test your like where you come from and so on. I'm curious and I want to do that, but then like that's like giving all the like a private information, personal info to the third party, and I'm like I shouldn't do that. So yeah, I get your part. I know. Really. Maybe. I feel like my mother's side though has like a German-ish. Like we have like my relatives have like big nose. Me not so much, but yeah, like we call in the family call the nose like oh German. Anyway, man, I should probably go, right? Did I talk everything I can do? I'm getting sleepy. Oh, what? Air Force One had a U-turn. Do you say U-turn too in English? Electronic trouble. That is so dangerous. But he safely returned to the air military base. Oh, he was on his way to Davos. Oh, wow. Oh, but that he went back like right away. That's good. Oh, super chat, thank you. Thanks for reading my chats. Of course, you always support me. Thank you so much. Nick-san, last week too, you gave me super chat. Thank you. Thank you always. Much chat. Okay. This one is, let's talk about this lastly. Minnesota, Tim Walls, Minneapolis, Jacob Flay, I don't know the pronunciation. It's impossible to know like, or like you can't tell the alphabets by Japanese writing. But anyway, so they got summoned because they sabotage, like they sabotage is the word, like they got in the way of the activities of the FBI. That's so cool. Yeah. Don't disturb the agents, you know. I hope that common sense will come back in the US, you know. Like at least know that this woman in Japan know what you're going through. It's really annoying, you know, and frustrating when common sense doesn't, you know, get recognized by your own people. It's really sad, but at least people in other countries know where you stand and what you're fighting against. So, you know. Yep. I know a related Caucasian. Are they? My mom said it was Protestant, and my dad's side was Catholic. Ooh, for a while there was a big tension between my family members. Oh, oh, because it's a family thing, right? It's not just your father and mother. Like together, they can have a good romantic time, but your family is back, like you're both lines. I see. Yep. I knew, by the way, like I knew people are Japanese people, but like Chinese always trying to divide Japan, you know, so they agitate, oh, Ainu human rights and also Okinawan human rights, like saying they Ryukyu, even though Okinawa has been Japan, you know, and they try to introduce or promote the independence type of rhetoric to Japan. So it's bad. But nobody is saying, like, you know, here in Japan, like we all are Japanese people, at least like today, right? And so I hope that our that's the issue with Japan, that we don't have we don't have common sense all the time. Leftists are crazy. You know, they're agitated by Chinese propaganda, and they want to divide Japan. They also don't want us, the leftists in Japan, they don't want us to like armed, you know, like a normal country. They get angry every time we make a new base and so on. It's so annoying. Anyway, yeah. China kind of owns Canada. Do they? Oh no. Because Canada is where, like, you know, Hong Kongers and Chinese, like Chinese Democrats type of people, like they flee to Canada. But it's terrible if the country is turning into China. But yeah, it was a pleasure seeing you on a weekday, Yoko. Have a great day. Thank you so much. It's so beautiful outside. I intend to, after this, I intend to make a video plan. I mean, like a draft, hopefully film. And I think I need to go for a walk because I need the circadian rhythm back. I need to sleep at night so that I can talk to you like around this time, right? I'm gonna go on live again on Sunday. For you, Saturday for Americans, Sunday for Europeans. Is it Thursday today? I always lose the track of time. Thursday. So, 明日、明後日、しあさって。The day after tomorrow, not the day after tomorrow. In 2 days. Okay, I'm so slow because I'm getting sleepy as I woke up early. Anyway. Our new Prime Minister, Carney, is bad. Exercise is very important for your overall health. Yes. The beliefs differ basically like this. Generally, Protestants believe the Bible itself is authority. While Catholics have the church and priests have the authority to interpret the Bible. I see. That's a great explanation. I get it. Thank you so much for your explanation. Yeah. I am aware of the Pope and so on. That makes sense. Yes. Okay. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go. So thank you so much for hanging out with me, and thank you so much for all the colorful super chat too. And towards the end too, thanks for keep the motivation going for me. Thank you. またね。またね. I'm so impressed that you guys can type Japanese. Thank you. It's early, so you get to stay up a little bit, right? And then sleep well, okay? Yeah, have an awesome day. Thank you. Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you. You guys are the best. Yes. So see you on Sunday for your Saturday. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye. Arigatou.